Welcome to Permission Structures, the 10-meter tower experience. Now, before we dive in, you may be asking yourself, what exactly a permission structure is in this context? Well, it's a kind of emotional and psychological free pass that makes it okay to try something you're maybe not 100% sure about. Like jumping from a 10-meter tower without feeling like you're being completely reckless.
It's a sort of scaffolding that helps us find the courage to say, yes, I can, instead of, no, I probably shouldn't. With diving, it's an internal green light that gathers up the courage to leap, even when our knees are knocking. Of course, humans invented permission mainly to do ridiculous stuff like getting bangs, or starting a revolution, or even wearing sequins before noon. But the truth is, sometimes you just need to give yourself permission. Now you're about to witness a leap. Part confession, part experiment, but all about courage, consent, and the blue depths of possibility. Welcome, diver. Ready to climb? Does anyone ever feel ready? I mean, when you're 12 inches tall, 10 meters feels like a mile. Only till you jump. What, is that like a trust fall? The body knows what 10 meters means before the mind does. Instinct takes inventory. Your knees, your heart rate, your breath, your brain calculating risk versus reason. Permission begins where expectation ends. Now, before the leap, an experiment. How does your body say no? How does your body say yes? For me, my chest tightens and I feel warmth in my fingertips while my toes are going numb. Fear and excitement are twins, like climbing the same ladder. From up close, fear has a unique texture. Each breath is like an ocean tide. Each hesitation, a rehearsal. Just count to 3. Wow, I'm really up here. You're safe. Nothing to fear. Just point your toes. Have you seen my toes? Everyone wants to believe courage looks like motion. But stillness is where courage actually begins. With the breath. But what if I slip? Or I don't jump at all? Or sharks? Or you get bored waiting for me? Look, you're fine. Stillness holds courage too. Each pause is its own little drama. Okay. 1, 2. Wait. I'll go on 3. Or 4. Maybe 5. Once you dive, you'll find worry and sound disappears. Only the breath remains. Permission granted. All right. Okay. Steady. The height's all in my head. 10 meters or 10 eternities, what's the difference? But the air up here is make-believe. My heart is pounding, but for real. No audience. Just the rhythm of balance and breath. Every move remembers discipline. I spread my toes. Chest up.
Spine a plank of quiet intention. The dive isn't the fall, it's the surrender. All right, one last breath. Wow, I feel released. I could do that again. Really? So what changed? The story my head kept repeating. It wasn't the height, it was the story I'd been telling myself, which I somehow rewrote on the way down. In the 3 seconds in the air, your whole biography rewired itself before you even touched water. Every leap redraws the boundary between fear and the faith we can show ourselves. Agreed. I let go of shame. I let go of debts, other people's approval. That's it. Unburden yourself. Brush off worries like water off a duck's. I revoke the idea of being too much. I trust myself to stand, all 12 inches of me. That's it. Give your body time to catch up with your soul. The muscles always take longer to believe the story. Once, a storm split a cedar in half. A few days later, as I passed by, I saw a man standing there barefoot in the frost, hugging the dying remains of that ancient cedar. He looked up and caught my eye, and said to me, "I'm absorbing spores and minerals. The tree whispers stories to me." Now, trees remember who we were before we learned about bravery. Trees might not walk, but they do sway. They move. They keep growing below the surface. That's intentional. That's slow courage. Holding the earth, root by root, branch by branch, leaf by leaf. Permission doesn't erase fear, but it can give us a frame of reference or a shift in context that isn't fear-based. Now, it won't erase anything, but knowing you've always had any permission you ever needed is a comfort. Leap or don't. Either way, the story has already begun.